Don Giovanni is the opera of all operas. It's one of the greatest miracles of our civilization. There's something utterly Shakespearean about Don Giovanni, and who better to direct it than the former director of the Royal Shakespeare Company.
There is an appalling honesty about Mozart and Duponte's take on Don Giovanni, but I think it's almost more extreme than some of Shakespeare. You are clearly meant to be completely seduced by Don Giovanni, and you are meant to be utterly appalled.
The key, I think, to Don Giovanni is to find this balance between hilarity at times, but certainly comedy, and this feeling of that you're in a really, really dreadful world full of terror and angst. And there's something truly Mozartian about how this can turn, even within one or two bars. A moment of unbelievable beauty and serenity is interrupted by a horrendous thing, or vice versa.
There's a danger looking at the piece right now in the culture when the issue of women's role and disenfranchisement in society is so urgent, is that the entire opera could become about that. So I think one of our greatest tasks in rehearsal is going to be achieving a kind of poise between high comedy and real anger.
Every emotion of the human spirit is expressed in this extraordinary opera. Joy, comedy, terror, grief.
The openness of all the possibilities in designing Garsington, this wide open space, particularly for the first half, when you're, broadly speaking, in daylight, working with a large space with almost infinite possibility. And in the fourth dimension of time, you have a very palpable actor, obviously, in darkness approaching, which is, of course, ridiculously appropriate to this particular opera.
And we have 8 principal roles in the opera, plus the chorus. But I would say the 9th principal role is the orchestra, because Mozart paints every line of the music in the orchestral score, whether it's the chromaticism of the woodwind wailing when the commendatore expires his last breath, the violins heaving in soaring up and down when Donna Elvira is singing her revenge aria. There's not a moment where Mozart is not describing the text in the orchestral score, and I'm so happy that we have Garsington Opera Orchestra, who I think will be performing Don Giovanni for at least the 3rd time. So there's an enormous experience there and style of bringing this incredible score to life. I can't wait to welcome everybody in the summer of 2019 to our 30th anniversary season. So much to look forward to, not least Mozart's Don Giovanni.